low E. All right, cool. Let's get straight into it. No messing about out here, mate. No messing about. All right, cool. Let's go. Let me share my screen. Okay, you should be able to see my screen in a second. Can you see my screen, people?
Hi, Biggie. Yes, we can see it. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm absolutely fine. Thanks for asking. Good. Nice to see you, T. Nice to see you.
Wonderful, mate. Cheers, man.
Cool. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start off with today is the equity simulator. It's something I've told people to use in a lot of videos. My brother actually taught me about this, to be fair. Like I've always told you, he's the mathematical guy in the family. And basically, what this is a great way for you to work out the probabilities of how your strategy can run over a period of time so you can understand your equity curve. So your equity curve is obviously supposed to go up in trading, so you're making money over a period of time, and this gives you a realistic understanding of how that can work based on maybe a series of 10 different tryouts of whatever you're doing, or you can change it to different numbers if you want to. Of course, I'll go over those things as we go through this part of the video. So what you want to do first is just have the idea of what kind of capital you want to trade on an account. Now, the easiest thing for beginner traders to have a chance of trading probabilities is trading a prop firm account. Now, we do know with the whole MFF scandal, it's a bit scary to trade prop firm accounts at the moment. I can completely understand that, but I can confirm other prop firms are still paying people out, and prop firms are still working at the moment, basically. So you don't have to be in absolute fear, but I do understand if people are skeptical to purchase prop accounts after what has happened. So what we're actually going to do anyway is just base this idea on a 10K account, but you can go and do whatever you want. You can change the figures to a $500 account, a $1,000 live account, whatever you want. But we're going to just start this on a prop account again, because it's one of the most basic things to do for a beginner, so they can understand that probability trading is the best way to become consistently profitable over a period of time. Once you become more and more advanced, you're going to know more easier how to have smaller capital and find exactly the right trades. I always tell people, don't try and kill yourself trying to figure that out from day one, because you're just stopping yourself from having years of profitability, just trying to prove a point, basically, and it's not really worth your time. And I mean that from the beginning of your journey. Obviously, as you get more and more in depth, you can go further. So we're going to start with a 10K account here, which is any prop firm you can pretty much get a 10K account with. And in fact, let's do a 15K, because I'm going to show you the prop firm after. That's okay. You can all hear me on the microphone, yeah? You're still clear, yeah? Just let me know. Yep, cool. All right. So we're going to start with a 15K account. And what I've seen from Neo Strategy 2 is we have about a 60% win rate. Now, even if it goes a bit lower than that, you're still going to have your R that can play here at the time. Okay, stop doing that, man. Touching something. Just give me a second. Cool. Yes, you're still going to have your risk to reward that's going to play out over a period of time. That could now still be a 1-3, a 1-4. So even if your win rate slightly goes down, your RR over a period of time can still help you push it up to make it as if you are having a 60% win rate. But right now, we're going to base this on a 60% win rate, which I've seen over the data over a period of time for what I'm going to show you in the next part of the video. And that's where we're going to keep that. Now, the risk to reward, all you have to do is be looking to take a 1-2 trade setup. Again, if you get more, that's absolutely fine. There's no, crimes in it. But if you're at a 1-2, which I've been taking out a lot of 1-2s lately, and as you've seen from my accounts, I'm consistently growing them. Even if it's not crazy money, it's still consistently growing. And when I'm saying that, I mean a prop firm account. Now, the next thing we're going to do over here is put our iteration. So iteration just means the numbers of trades. So it means the number of trades that you've taken, number of trade entries. So if you enter one trade into GBP New Zealand, and then you enter another trade into gold, or whatever you do, that will be considered 2 trades that you've taken. So that would be 2 out of the 100 trades you have actually taken in this setup. If we can just make sure our microphones are muted at all times, please, people. for the sake of the video. And then what this actually means over here is lines. So what lines means, I'm just going to do something because I don't want this popping up. It keeps popping up my screen. Yeah, what lines actually means is think of it like you've got 10 people in a room and all 10 of them are doing exactly what I've said now. So it's going to show you out of those 10 people on the 100 trades that they all took the same trades. Well, I wouldn't say there would be the same trades. Maybe it could be different trades, but it's 10 people trying out this method of trading. Yeah. And it's going to show you who the amount of people that were actually successfully profitable and where their profitability got to. Yeah. So think of lines like that. So it's just basically out of 10. So it's like a probability thing. That's what that is. Now, when we come over to risk type, that's obviously you can do risk or you can do risk percentage. I always do risk percentage because I believe it's better to grow your account in percentage based. And that way it even helps you when you've got bigger accounts not to overthink about the money you're risking on a trade. Because obviously once you get to 1 million capital and you're risking, even if you're risking 0.25%, if you're losing 0.25% of 1 million capital, am I correct? Let's just do it on 100,000. You're basically losing $250. So you'd be losing $2,500 if you're doing it on $1 million account, basically. Do you get it? So a lot of people that might mess up their mind when they're trading, and this is why I say it's better to do it on percentage, because when you think of it as a small percentage, even if you take the loss, you're not going to be panicking whilst you're in the trade, or even if you do take the loss, you're not going to panic at the end of it because it's small. It's 0.25%. It's not even 1%, people. Yeah. And then the next thing you do is you just press the run button. Yeah. As soon as you press the run button, you can press the run button a number of times here, and it's going to give you a different equity curve. Because imagine, again, it's like 10 people took 100 trades, and based on the facts you put up here, and every time you run it, it's basically a new simulation that has occurred. So in this simulation, it has told us the average of these people that managed to take this trade setup got to 17,700. So in this type of account, you need to make 10% on the prop firm account. So 10% would be 1,500. So you definitely made over 1,500. So you made that. So let me see, where's that? 1,500, 6,000, 17,000. So yes, you basically hit your quota for you to be able to pass the prop firm account I'm showing you. And any single prop firm that has phases, none of them have 10%, 10% each phase. They all have like 10%, then 8%, or maybe 8%, then 6%. So basically, I'm just trying to go to the highest percentage to pass literally the majority of prop firms and how it can work. Yeah. So there you can see you obviously passed a prop firm account like this. And even if you run the simulation again, it will give you a different figure this time. So now it's 18,000. You can see towards the end. So this is what happens. So it's showing you that if you're consistently doing the strategy I'm going to show you over a period of time, you are going to be making money. It's showing you the mathematical equation of this. And this is why I tell people and I urge people, use your FTMO simulator, because you can work out all your maths. And once you've got your strategy, and then you're going to be able to know how to trade. Too many people are still asking me questions like, what lot size should I use? And I'm like, if you're not even understanding how to do what I've just explained here, you are going to struggle because you're not working out. Literally, it's like you owning a business and not working out how much money you could possibly make towards the end of the year, or working out what this business can actually generate or what it did generate. Do you understand? You're not going to be able to sort out your tax. You're not going to be able to sort out so many things, new stock, whatever it is. So you need to be doing stuff like this. It's very, very important. So anyway, we've managed to pass an account. Now, when we come down here to the bottom, it tells us the minimum equity that price went down to on this prop firm account was 14,800. So that's nowhere near blowing the account. That's literally only about $200 less than what the account was. It shows us here our maximum equity on any of these curves went up to 19,300. So of course that means that was a definite pass. It told you had 12 consecutive winners in a row. Now that doesn't necessarily happen all the time. We did pretty much have something like this on gold, but that's probably the biggest winning streak I've ever had trading. When we had that like 8-week winning on gold, every demand I was drawing, it was just rejecting. That is not natural. You don't get that every single time. It happens, and then it will break that winning streak, and then it might pop up again for half of that winning streak this time, and so on. But I told you here you had 6 losers in a row. Yeah. So this is very, very important for people to know that join my VIP service, because if you join me and then let's just say we're in this flurry where we now get 3 losers in a row, this is why I tell you not to go and think that I'm some super trader and you're going to now say, John's taking the trade, I'm going to put 4%, 3% on this trade, because I could have 4 losers in a row. It can happen, people. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. I'm telling you, it's very annoying because I'm trading a lot of accounts. So it's very annoying. Do you understand? But it is what it is. It's trading. So always understand your risk management and keep it in check, because at any given time, this 6 can appear. Sometimes it will be 3, sometimes it could be 7, sometimes it could be 4. It just depends. It's probability trading, and that's what trading is. Now your max drawdown was at a point where it only went to 1.45%. Now I know a lot of prop firms, even if you're getting the accounts that are like instant funding, they don't have crazy drawdown. Sorry, they don't have, yeah, when I say crazy drawdown, I mean like their rule is not like you can only lose 0.5% of the account. Most of them are like maybe 2 to 3% maximum you can lose. And you can see here in this equity curve, you went nowhere pretty much near that in a sense. Yeah. And then your average drawdown was 0.5%, which again was nowhere near that, which was absolutely great for you. So, and then your average max drawdown was 1% pretty much. So again, everything is sticking within the parameters is what I'm trying to tell you. And this is why you need to use this equity simulator, because you need to understand what sticks within your parameters. If you're not doing that, you're already setting yourself up to a losing battle. So now I've gone over all of this here. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. Okay, yeah, so this is the point here. So on this equity curve anyway here, this is very important for people to know. Where are we? We wanted 17,000 on this account. Boom. So it told us in 68 trades. That's what it took us. So that's 68 individual trades, all hitting 1 to 2 RR. Some trades are going to go 1 to 1, so it could take a bit longer. But we're saying if 68 trades, there was winners and losers. But as long as within 68 trades, yeah, we had our 1 to 2 RR, and then obviously the winners pushed through and the losers happened. This is when we would have been able to pass this account. Yeah. The strategy I'm teaching you, usually in a week, there's probably about 2 to 4 setups that can happen. But with the addition of what I'm adding to it, maybe it might not be 2 to 4. It might only be 2 in a week. It could be 3 in a week. It could be 4. It just depends. In the last couple of weeks, there was a lot of them. It might go quiet for a bit where there's only 1 to 2 trades. So this, you're not going to know by 1 week, I'm going to pass. By 2 weeks, I'm going to pass. Like, stop doing that to yourself in trading. It's ridiculous, because the market doesn't care about when we want to pass accounts, when we want to make $1,000, when the market don't care about all that stuff. So when people ask me stuff again, where they're telling me, oh, how long is it going to take me to do this? Bro, you don't know. You don't know. We're not privy to the information of billions of dollars getting shifted. When they shift it, they shift it. If we can make money off of it, we make money. But don't do that thing where you're saying, oh, every month I'm going to be making 3,000. You don't know. So if you cut that out, your psychology is already better. Simple. So I just wanted to make all of that clear. Is everything I've said in this equity simulator clear for every single person? Can I get some yeses in the chat? Or somebody can say yes if they want to, if they got their mic open. Like, let me just know, people. Is everything I said there clear? Yeah, you have to play around with it. Nyla, you have to play around with it for a bit. You have to. But this is why I've been telling you guys and girls about this, especially VIPs, for like a year now. This thing, do you understand? I've been using it since like 2021 or 2022. Can't remember exactly when, but I've been using it for a while now. And I've been showing people like you need to use this. I've given it out there for free information. It's not anything paid for. You just sign up to FTMO, and then once you've got an account, you go on the back end, and it's right there on the back end of your account. It's not nothing that's a hidden source or anything like that. It's there for everyone to use. They just need to know it exists. And I've shown everybody it exists. It's very important because you can work out the realism of how you're trading. You understand? And this is something, again, what helps your psychology. Once you can see the mathematical equation, you realize that I don't need to be over watching my trades. I don't need to be doing all this, extra stuff. And this is why I have an attitude where I'm like, if it's got the confluences, I enter the trade, man. I enter the trade. I'm not doing all of this. We must wait for this induction and I'm not doing all of that jazz. All that stuff is jazz. Just if it gives you your confidences, enter the trade. If you have done your data to test that this should happen, then what this equity simulator says, because it works out maths far quicker than I could, it's telling you it works and you're going to pass. So why are you sweating? Basically, follow this. It's simple. All right, cool. So that's that part there anyway. We're going to jump into the next part. So I'm expecting every single person in this Zoom call to have an FTMO account on the back end, like I've signed up mine, and have your simulator running. And I want nobody else telling me they don't know what this is or anything. Anyone that's in here, that's the 33 people that's in here, should all have this mandatory. Yeah. Because John's got it. You should have it. All right, cool. So now we're going to move on to the next thing. What are we going to next? Okay, yeah, this is what we're going to next. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go over to is this prop firm. I don't have no affiliate link with them. I've actually got to even check my email. I did sign up for one because I will be promoting this company. They do actually pay you out. There's no problems with payouts with them as well. Payouts are pretty fast. And this company is called Funded Trader Plus. Yep. Yep, very great, mate. Well done. Cool. Now, why I love this firm and why I picked this firm first before anybody else, well, why I went to this firm is because they were the first firm I saw that were very close to my Forex funds and FTMO. And they were the only ones I could see at that time that had no time limit to pass your prop firm account, which obviously me trying to tell people that have not, pardon me, a lot of capital that they need to trade, they need to be doing something like this because then again, everything I teach you is to help your psychology. People tell me like how, again, I had a question the other day from one of the members. How do I know how to hold my trades better and not panic when I'm coming out of when trades go back to break even? You're only panicking, like I said in the conversation, because you haven't got enough capital to trade the lower risk to not even care if the trade hits stop loss. So this is why I went to this firm again, because I wanted a lot of people that came into VIP and beginners. Again, I've got no affiliation with these people. I'm just trying to help people with their psychology of trading. If you've got a lot of capital and you lower your risk, you can go to work, you can look after the kids, you can do whatever you want, because the FTMO simulator, equity simulator, has told us that as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm eventually going to pass. So why do I care? Simple. Don't overcomplicate and don't make everything about that one trade that has to do this. So they had no time frame limit. Obviously, a lot of firms followed suit about 6 months later, which was actually hilarious because I was a strong advocate saying that firms are ripping you off with this silly time frame nonsense that they're doing, because that's not realistic. The market doesn't work in a time frame system like that. But here we go. We're in this point now where this firm is one of them as well as others. And again, you've got you've got unlimited maximum, so unlimited trading days. You can trade forever. You've got simulated profit split, boom, 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 simulated profit split, 80-20 after. So I believe they start at 80% anyway from your first payout when you do get your first payout, but you need to make 10% on the account. 10% on the account at first is obviously a 15K account. They got a 25% bonus onto the account. So now it's no longer 12.5K, it's a 15K account, 30K account, 60K account, 125, 250. So they've done like this new bonus thing. I think since MFF went down, they've been pushing it hard now because obviously they're trying to get customers. Minimum trading days right now on this account is 0. So literally what happened, kid you not, one of the accounts was their investor account. The account was there, boom. As soon as the account was passed, that same week, not same week, the next week, so it passed on like the Friday, I think it was, and then by the next week, Monday, trade was taken, profit was made, withdrawal was pretty much out within that week as well. That's what's good about them. So I'm just letting people know it was all, you know what I'm saying? It was all swift, literally like that. So you don't have to wait no minimum trading days, no nothing. Now, the only thing that this firm has that is a bit annoying is a trailing drawdown. Trailing drawdown. But there's a way I've worked out how to get around that. I'm not going to explain it in this video. I'm going to go through it myself and then check it out myself before I do. I don't want to give out false information. But once you do pass the account, there's actually a way you can still take money from your account, but to compensate for the trailing drawdown. And what that means is that if you're in a 15K account and you've made like 15,100, yeah, basically your drawdown is going to go from, instead of being, let's just say your drawdown is at, I don't know, let's just say it's at 13,500. Let's just say now, yeah, it's 6% they have, but I'm just doing it to make the maths easier. Now, if I go to 15,100, my drawdown is going to go, my max drawdown is going to go from 13,500 to 13,600. Do you understand? So your drawdown follows you by the amount of profit you make over the starting balance. So if I go to 15,200, my trailing drawdown is going to go to 13,700. If I go to 15,300, my trailing drawdown is going to go to 13,800. So hopefully that all makes sense to everyone here. Your drawdown just follows you, whatever profit amount you have. It just keeps following you up basically by whatever it is. I don't know why they do that, because it's simulated profit. That's the only downside to this firm. I'll literally say that. But realistically, that should never affect you if you're not trading. I'm going to say it clear as day. If you're not trading like a crazy person, it should never affect you. If you start trading like a crazy person, it's your own wala. As Nigerians will say, it's your own wala. It's not my beef. But it should never affect you if you're not trading like a crazy person, literally. Yeah. It follows you static 6%. Yeah. Do they offer more than? No, you don't need more than 1-30 leverage. A lot of people tell me about this leverage thing as well. I'm going to say a lot of things like a lot of people tell me, but I've never had no issues trading a 1-10 account, a 1-30, a 1-100, a 1-500, and a 1-1000. I've had no difference. Like, it doesn't even matter. I'm telling you. Like, it doesn't. The only time it starts to matter is if you're trying to like split your lot size smaller and smaller and smaller. But most, I'm telling you, like 9 out of 10 times, it's not even going to bother you. You're not. I trade a 1-500 account, my Forex funds, when it was there, and I was trading this one as well. I kid you not, the trades were pretty much the same when I was taking them, give or take $5 on profit. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make it, the stop loss same difference. Don't really big difference. So people don't need to worry about the 1-30. Literally, I've had a lot of people tell me, "Oh, but it's 1-30." I'm like, if you're not trying to blow your account up, what does that bother? It doesn't matter. Trust me. Like, you're not taking a 10 lot on your trade on your 10K account. You're fine. Boom. All right, cool. So 6% is the max drawdown. Again, it just trails with you. As I explained, your minimum again is 3%. Again, unless you're trying to do some crazy growth on your account, unless you're trying to take every entry at 3%, you'll be fine. It's not that deep. I'm telling you, you still pass this account. Scaling plan. They did have a scaling plan before, but they've made like a new account type, and I believe the new account types have a scaling plan where you can go up to like 2 million with them. It's a bit more expensive. You have to go into their back end. It's the master trader program. I'm not going to go over that in this one because I haven't gone through in depth everything, so I don't want to give false information again. Okay, minimum criteria, boom boom boom. Minimum withdrawal. So this one says $50, but this one I don't believe there is. I think you can withdraw pretty much everything on this account at the time. Yeah, so you haven't got a problem, but you can't withdraw obviously anything below the starting balance. Like, let's not have anybody in here saying, can I withdraw 50K or 100K? No, you can withdraw whatever your profits are, but they will warn you against that as well, because when you have your live account, they're trying to tell you you need to build a drawdown buffer. Once you get over a certain percentage, they will now cap your drawdown, basically. That's what they do. And your drawdown won't keep trailing you. So again, I'm telling you, the drawdown trailing thing is not the worst thing in the world. It will only affect you if you're trying to trade like a crazy person. You have to hear me when I'm saying that. Like, if you listen to what I said with the risk management plan, why would it ever affect you? It should never affect you. EA is allowed, yes. So when Neo becomes an EA, you will be able to trade it. The most firms don't like is EAs that do all of this 1 minute GU, EU. You've probably seen a million of those ones. Gold, they'll keep scalping highs and lows on the 1 minute chart. They don't want that prop firm. So if you've got something like Neo, will never be created to do that, because I'm aware prop firms don't like that. So you don't have to worry if Neo ever getting banned on a prop firm account. It shouldn't get banned because it doesn't do super scalping. And then you've got max simulated lot size, no hard limit. So as long as you're not obviously going by your margin, I take it. So just like any trading account, you shouldn't be going below your margin. You should be doing a 20 lot, 30 lot on a 10K account. Hold over the weekend, yes, which is great. So you can hold your trades over the weekend, you can hold them overnight, and you can trade news as well. There's no problem with you trading news with this firm. Simulated stop loss required. No, you don't need a stop loss. As you've seen, I've been in 15 trades. I showed the other day I was in so many trades, no stop loss. I don't put stop losses on my trades unless the trade has done at least 1 times its profit. Then I can put a break even, or I might put a stop if I decide to, if I need to step out for a few hours or whatever. But most of my trades, because my risk is so low, I don't put stop losses. I'm not trading 30 lots on a 200k account. I kid you not, I'm trading like a 3 lot on a 200k account, people. I want people to understand this. That's what John's doing. So I don't want people to look at me like, how are you doing this, John? It's because I'm lowering my risk. The risk is coming down. Bring it down, people. Don't give yourself stress. Bring it down. That's it. Simulated stop loss required, no. And then you only get your refundable money after you've made 10% on top of your live account as well. Not like MFF. To be fair, it's kind of similar because MFF is after 2 phases. That's when it was. So technically, you've got to get 10% twice. So you've got to make 20% overall before you actually get your refund. A bit of a bummer, but hey, if you've made profit going towards that 10%, you know, you've technically made your money back. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, so that's everything there. So is everybody aware of what I've said with this prop firm? It's the reason why I'm going in stages like this is so nobody can start asking me, what do I do? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I want everybody, because I spend half my time answering questions about I'm confused. I'm confused, my head. So I'm trying to help you guys and girls out, you know what I mean? Anybody else? Cool. Everybody understand what I'm saying there? Please just put a yes in the chat. You put a yes, please, so I know people are listening. Cool. Jay Facey, it's always a pleasure to see you in these Zooms as well. I appreciate you, man. You've been around for a while. I appreciate you. All like, yeah. All right, cool. So we're going to continue. So I've gone over risk management. I've gone over the investment strategy. I'm giving you all of it here. So risk management, investment strategy. Now we're going to go into now we're going to go into trading strategy. So for some people, they're not going to be Neo users in here. And some people might see this as, oh, you're doing the program, you're doing plug in your indicator or whatever. I trade this way. So I'm not trying to sell you something I don't trade myself, people. Yeah, clear as day. That's no problem, Jay. So that's what I'm actually explaining to you now. A wasp trying to get me, a bee. It's trying to come for me, people. It's the markets, it's the banks. They're trying to sting me with a bee. All right, cool. So again, like I've said, so this is why I actually trade. So I'm going to close this down because if not, it's going to keep popping up with stuff in there. I'm just going to leave my trading view chart on after. We'll go to something on trading view after, but boom. Okay, now we're going to go to here. Give me a second, people. I've got to share my screen. Thank you, everyone, for turning up today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So you should be able to see Neo right now. Can you see Neo right now on my chart, people? Let me know if you can see Neo. Cool. Okay, so for everyone that doesn't have Neo already, it is 150 GBP lifetime access, no monthly subscriptions. You're going to get all of this, the VIP Zooms, like what I'm doing now. This is a VIP Zoom. I usually go through market analysis as well, but sometimes I shift it around a bit. So there'll be teaching, there'll be other things. This is why it's lifetime access, because it's long term. You're not just going to just get 5 course videos or 10 course videos or whatever. And you're going to be learning constantly, is what I'm trying to say. So obviously not every day I'm going to be doing a lecture or anything like that. But of course, you know, even if I do 2 lectures in a month, 1 lecture in a month, it's lifetime access. You're going to learn over time is what I'm trying to say. Now, the next thing is you're also going to get any of these trade setups that I actually take myself. Yeah, based on even if I take ones with my own actual idea of how to trade, you will get those trades as well. So anything I'm growing my prop firm accounts with, and that's even my investor accounts as well. So other people that have invested for me to trade a prop firm account is a whole deal I do. 50-50 profit split I do with the investor, etc. even those people can see clear as day, I am trading accounts. So there's no falsified information here, what I'm telling you. Literally, there's proof. If not, I'd be called a scammer. So everybody just be aware of that. Now, what I was going to say, so you also get the signals that I take from those trades, or the trade is basically the trade idea signals, take profit, entry, stop loss. You'll get that. And on top of that, you're also going to get a break of structure alert system, which is technically what you can see here. You can already technically see that Neo's giving you break of structures, but Trinity is pretty much doing the same thing, but it just gives you less. Neo gives you more. So this is why Neo is better to also have, and Trinity would just give you less. So like on Trinity, there could have been a break of structure on the daily down here, but you can see Neo's giving you some more daily breaks of structure as the market's moving. Trinity won't give you another daily break of structure probably until it starts selling from somewhere else up here. So having both of them is very good, and you get them anyway in the VIP service. All of that's for 150, one lifetime access. That's it. It's very simple. Yeah. Anything else that goes there? Yeah, that signals to that and Zoom calls. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And obviously you can see how helpful I am. All right, cool. So we're going to move on to the actual strategy here. So when you've got the Neo dashboard, you set yourself up, and yes, I can help people set this up as well. But you know, if you're trying to learn basic things on MT4, you can go over to YouTube, and there is so many videos to teach you how to move the cursor, how to do this. Like if it's the most basic things ever, you can go over to YouTube, and there's thousands of videos on how to use MT4. In terms of me helping you actually just have Neo on your chart, that is not a problem at all. Now we go here. So we've got the dashboard up. So what you want to do first, yeah, with what I'm going to teach you today, is you want to switch on you want to first do this. You want to make sure you've got all of your majors and your minors on one dashboard. This is for Neo Strategy 2. You want to have another dashboard as well. So you have two of them. As you can see, I've got two on two different tabs. And then you want to have all of your metals, indexes, oil, whatever, cryptos, whatever you want, you have it on this one here, another dashboard. So you have all your other pairs on one, and you have your majors and your minors on the other. Yeah. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our alerts. So to set up your alerts, you just want to right click on your screen. You want to go to experts, properties. And when you go to here, you have this big screen open. You can make it bigger by moving the top right and all of that stuff. Yeah. And then you just want to scroll all the way down to here, expert advisor notification settings. Yeah. And then you want to make sure you switch on your notifications to true. Some people probably already have this on. And then you want to set on your alerts to true as well. So notifications and alerts. So this is going to give you your alerts for what I'm about to teach you. Yeah. Then the next thing you want to switch on after you switched on those alerts. So two things in there. You just want to switch on this right here. Where are we? Right here. The big trend alert. So those notifications are going to let the big trend alert, yeah, give you a notification. If you press OK, so you just change this to false. Sorry, not to false. You change it to true, and that means on. So false means off, true means on. So you're going to do that. I'm not going to switch it on now because I don't need to. So that will give you alert notifications. And what the big trend means is the age and trend here. That's the big trend. This is the big trend. This is the have I got medium trend, mid trend. This one here is the mid trend stop hump one, and this is the low trend. There's big, mid, and low, I believe is those names, something like that anyway, but you get the idea. Big, mid, and low. It's those three. So that's what those three different alerts are for. But we only want the big trend. Now the age and trend is based on the daily time frame. So whenever the daily time frame gets to a low and starts to reverse, this is when the age and trend can start to form. So when it's realized and locked in that the price action has moved a certain amount, so it's basically gone into a position where structure could be breaking, price action is starting to weaken from this current downtrend or uptrend, this is when you're going to get the age and trend appearing based on the daily time frame and telling you a new trend has basically appeared. And it's never gonna light up from day one. It won't do that because price action has to move a certain amount. So when it does move, it's gonna now tell you maybe 6 here on this dashboard, something like that. Yeah, like you can see this one says 11. So when it did appear, I think it was like 8 when it appeared, because it took 8 days for Neo to read that the trend is now moved in a certain direction. No, the agent trend resets every single day, basically. Well, not resets, but it will update every single day. So every single day the market closes, this is why this is such a great strategy, and why I told everyone this is amazing for you, is every single day these numbers will change, go up by one. They never go back down, they'll only go up by one. That's literally what will happen. It doesn't matter if it's a bullish, bearish trend or a no trend, which is the black one. It will go up by one, literally every single day the market closes. Yeah. That's what happens. So all we're looking for right now is when a new trend appears here, yeah, we're looking for price action to set up for Neo strategy 2. Remember, now we've got alert notifications. You don't need to figure out what pair's doing what. That's the whole reason I built the agent trend. It was to work with what I needed, but then I needed to see Neo over a period of time and how it's doing it based on these different strategies. And now I'm able to say, okay, this is how the agent trend can help you with this or that. So this is how it's going to help you with strategy 2. So now you don't need to know what pairs to trade. Neo's telling you straight away what pairs you need to look at. Yeah, automatically. The next thing you need to do is just wait for Neo strategy 2 to start to appear. So if we go over to, we're going to go over to AUD right now, just so I can show you an example of this first. And remember, if we go to the daily chart, we're going to do this properly so anybody that's new in here can get this. Look, it says agent trend 25. This candle here to the lowest point, my bullish colors are gray, my bearish colors are green, just so everyone understands that as well. And black on the Neo dashboard agent trend means no trend. So you can see here 25 days ago on AUD which is this lowest candle down here, this is where the agent trend started from, literally. So like I said, it might have appeared when it was like 11. So maybe it appeared when it was like here, even. Let's just say it appeared here and you saw 14. It would have said 14 on the agent trend on AUD That's absolutely fine because we're not entering straight away. You're not entering just because a new trend's appeared. It's just telling you what pair to now look at. Yeah. Now, I just went to the daily time frame just so you can understand how the agent trend is working with the amount of days here. Yeah, just so you can see that. Now we're going to go down to the 4-hour chart. This is what we're trading off of. We're only trading off the 4-hour chart. We've also got our daily breaks of structure set on. So anyone that doesn't know about Neo, if we go over to expert advisors and you go here and you scroll down, Neo, the last update that was added to Neo, you have a multi-time frame break of structure display that you can now see on Neo. So if I'm on the 4-hour chart, I can see a higher time frame structure, or I can also see the 4-hour chart structure just to show anyone that's in here that's new. So you can see here. So I can also see when price action is broke, daily structure and 4-hour structure. So I know here that this is a good move because we've got, let's just say, a daily break of structure bullish here, a 4-hour break of structure after that daily break of structure. I could have just taken a trade like that if I want to, but that's not what we're going to do. If people trade like that in different ways, completely up to them, but you have the option of seeing multi-time frame breaks of structure is what I'm showing you. Now we're just going to go back to experts, properties. I'm just going to switch that off. Yeah. So okay, I know there's some people here that don't have Neo, so I just want them to understand the last update and why that update was super duper, man. All right, cool. So now we zoom back out and now you can see it's clear for me. Simple daily break of structure. So agent trend has given me the alert on my phone or the computer that it's gone bullish. Let's say it went bullish here. Boom. Agent trend has popped up right at this point. Now, all I need to do is wait for price action to show me a daily break of structure. Now, I've explained this before to every single person. Daily breaks of structure can only be read on any indicator. I've gone through them all. Smart Money Concepts too. I know everyone says, oh, Smart Money Concepts has this as well. Smart Money Concepts is not showing you every order block. It's not showing you every supply and demand. And that's not me slating the company. It's a very good indicator, but it's not showing you every one. So also in VIP, I teach you how to identify breaks of structure, but the system can help you as well. So it was identifying there was a break of structure here. So this was definitely correct if you go to the daily. But if we go here, I'm just giving you some extra knowledge now, people. I don't want no excuses when it comes to what I'm teaching. You can see here that price action came down, came up, came down again, and then it basically broke daily structure here already. So it pretty much broke daily structure as it was forming the Asian trend. So we were already daily bullish here. You can even see on this candle, there was a demand level here, and price action came back to this demand level here, here, and here, and bought. That's just the idea of simple daily chart analysis, break of structure, demand retest, buy. Literally it done that. Yeah. So people need to understand that. So don't only think that Neo's going to pick up every daily break of structure for you. It will pick up the break of structure. As you can see, there was one here. Here was a high and price action broke there, but there was also one here. Like I've said, obviously the 4-hour chart might have shown this one here, but it's impossible for any indicator to pick up every break of structure. I want to make that very clear. You need to learn how to also do it as well, because that would just help you in general. And it will help you with the strategy as well, but it'll help you in general. And you don't have to worry, because I'm always teaching you how to do this in the VIP Zoom calls every week if you're struggling. But after you've seen it once or twice, you'll be fine. And if not, I've got a video that shows you how to do it anyway. It's free on YouTube. All right, cool. So we're going to go back to the strategy. I just want to make sure I'm saying everything very, very clear, so no one can say I've missed anything. Yeah, cool. Now, when we're looking at this, this is a simpler strategy too. Age and trend, bullish. Daily break of structure right over here, yeah, which is great because we weren't entering the trade until this level here before was a verified resistance, just like this. It was red. So all we're waiting for is price action to break through this area, and then this will turn into something called a turncoat. When we go over to other pairs, you're going to see that one, exactly what I'm talking about. But after a period of time, obviously price action didn't break it. It became a verified level, but this was a turncoat. How you can tell the difference between turncoats and verified levels when it happens is, look, verified levels only bounce price away from it. Turncoat levels, price had to break through it. So if price action breaks through this, this will become a turncoat. If it breaks through this, this will become a turncoat. What does a turncoat mean? Some people will say to me. A turncoat means if it was a turncoat resistance, this resistance has now become a new support for continuation of a buy. If price action broke below this verified level, then this would have been a support verified level, like you can see here. So let's just say it breaks through here. This will now become a old support that is a possible new resistance. That's all turncoat means, yeah? Again, I'm just trying to make it very clear for every single person in here. Cool. So now this was a turncoat level. Age and trend was bullish. Daily break of structure. Turncoat level was created with this push up. Entry at the top. Take profit at your liquidity high here, which you can set, and stop loss here. Simple as that. That is how you would have been able to take that trade setup. Remember, you had an alert that would have told you the big trend on AED-CHF was bullish. You've also seen a daily break of structure. If you don't see one on Neo, when the turncoat appears, go and draw it yourself, exactly how I've taught you before. If you're confused, you can ask some more questions in the VIP chat areas, wherever you want. I'm here to help you out as long as I'm obviously available. Yep. So daily, so you have age and trend bullish, turncoat appears, boom. Break of structure appears, turncoat has happened because price has broken it. And then now now you've entered here, stop loss below here, take profit here. If you want to be super lazy and you're going to miss some trades like this, literally it's going to happen sometimes. But if you want to be super lazy, you can literally just do this. As soon as the Asian trend has appeared, literally, as soon as the Asian trend has appeared and it's shown you that there's a daily break of structure or you've drawn one, yeah, literally this. Keep it very simple. You just put a buy limit here for entry, a stop loss below this box here, and you put your take profit based on the liquidity. Remember, we're going for a 1 to 2 trade based on the risk to reward I told you. So you've got a 45 pip stop loss, so you need a 90 pip trade from this entry. Price action gave you about 81 pips so far, and your 90 pips literally is just above this liquidity area here. Boom. So I would say a good target would be maybe this verified level here, from here to here, and that will give you your 1 to 2 trade setup. Done. That's exactly what I've told you there. This is how simple it is. So remember, you've got alerts that can tell you about a trade. Well, as soon as that alerts come through, if you've seen a daily breaker structure, which you can set alerts on these as well, people, just so you know, you can set alerts. So you've got 2 alerts you could have on that: daily breaker structure, age and trend. And then once you've seen that you've got those 2 things in confirmation, you're going to be able to see if the pairs has a verified level. If it has a verified level, you don't need to sit here and wait for it to even break it, because if it breaks it, that means the turncoat's appeared. Just put your pending order right here, stop loss here, take profit there. So everything I've just said to you right now, is everybody understood that information right there? Is it confusing, or do you want me to go over anything else? I've tried to make it as easy as possible for you there. Does that make sense? Even if you're not, I want to know, even if you're not a Neo user, this is what's fantastic. Even if you're not a Neo user and you're in here, did what I just say make sense? Did it seem complicated? Literally. If you're not a Neo user, just say, I'm not a Neo user and it makes sense. That's all you have to say for me. I just want to know that what I'm saying makes sense. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What strategy this make? It's strategy two. The only thing I've told you to do is pay attention to the age and trend. It's strategy two. All you need to do is have a daily break of structure, literally. If you've got a daily break of structure, you're good. If the candle now, if you've got a daily break of structure like you've had one here, and then this candle goes here and then closes back below it level, it doesn't matter because price action should hold the overall idea of this daily break of structure. You understand? You don't need to don't worry. See, what you don't want to do, Travis, is overcomplicate this. I'm telling you, mate. It's very simple. Don't worry about, but what about this? What about that? Age and trend, daily break of structure, turncoat appeared, enter the trade. Don't worry about this happening and that happening. And simple. Keep it simple. That's all I'm doing with it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just using an extra idea of trend analysis. But I kid you not, that's all I'm doing. I'm keeping it very simple. All you'd see is my first entry would be here. If it pulls back like it pulls back here, I've probably got a second entry. So when you see me post profits, you see I've got 2 entries on these trades. And then there you go, boom, it'll do this. And now I've made like 150 pips profit because I've got 2 entries. That's me. So I managed to make my 1 to 2 because I took the risk on the second entry. Do you get where I'm coming from? I did the same thing on AJ. I did the same thing on NJ last week. That's how you saw I made the profits. Everything I'm telling you here, I literally did it. There's only one thing that I did is different, and I'll go through that afterwards, literally. And that's literally just paying attention to trend. And I've told you about that before, people. But based on the strategy, that is it, literally. So, okay, cool. Where on the chart will the alert be triggered? The alert just for the age and trend or for the break of structure, by the way, Colin. Let me know. What do you mean where on the chart? Are you saying Asian trend? I'm not saying Asian trend. No, age and trend. Age and trend is based on this. Look. Asian trend would be it just sounds funny that way. I just don't sound politically correct if you say it. But, age and trend. Look here, age and trend, age and trend, not Asian trend. um, BOS. Yeah, BOS is going to appear. It will appear as soon as the daily candle closes. That's how it appears. If you're using it, depends on obviously what time frame BOS you're using. So if it's a BOS for a 4-hour, it would appear obviously on the 4-hour candle that closes that BOS. That's when it would appear. You would get your alert. As soon as that candle closes, boom. So let's just say this was a 4-hour alert. That's when you would get it. How do you get your chart vertical lines in your chart? You've got to go to this over here, right up there. You can look at the top left of my screen. Look, it says draw horizontal. Sorry, you're talking vertical line. Sorry, my bad. You need to go to your settings. So you need to go down here, properties. And then when you go to your properties, you need to go to show period separators. If I switch it off, they'll come off. If I switch it on, look, you see? I'll go back here, properties, and you got to go to show period separators and switch them on. So now I can see when I'm looking at a 4-hour chart, I can see every week. When I'm looking at a 1-hour chart, I can see every day, basically. So if I go down to the 1-hour time frame, this is every day in the market. So this is a day. This is a day movement. This is a day movement. Boom, 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 boom. Days. So on a day, so it's here. And if I go to the daily chart, this is a month. So these period separators are showing me 1 month, basically. So, and that's why I love the 4-hour chart because it shows me price action within the week between these period separators. It shows me, it's easier to see. BOS. Yeah, Colin, did that make sense to you, the BOS? You'll get the BOS on the closure of the break of structure candle based on whatever time frame the BOS is on, basically. So, and the alerts for your BOS are only going to be based on what you set it to here. I want this people to understand this. So we go back here. Wherever you set this to, wherever you set this to is how you're going to get your BOS. Do you understand? Literally. So all you have to do with the alerts that you want to get through for this setup, leave this dashboard like this. So you've got age and trend, you set on the big trend. You can also do this as well. So don't only switch on big trend, switch on this break of structure here. So you'd be like break of structure alert, break of structure retest alert, change your character. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's this one here. It's not those ones. I've got to get these other ones removed. Yeah, so it's these four. So these four: break of structure, breakout alert, break of structure retest, change your character, breakout alert, change your character retest. So it's literally just the ones underneath big, mid, and low. Those four, you switch those on. And then once you switched on the big trend and those four, so you should switch on 5 alerts in this section: big trend, BOS breakout, BOS retest, change your character breakout, change your character retest. 5 alerts you need to switch on. After you've done that, yeah, the next thing you want to do is just leave this on the daily chart. Do not touch this chart. Open up another pair, add Neo the template to that other pair, so you'd have another thing. You see how I've got another one here? Just do that. Add another one. Leave this one. Do not touch this one. Don't go and start fiddling with it, doing analysis. Leave it. Like I've told you before, just leave it. So all you're going to do is be getting alerts on all of those pairs for daily breaks of structure and all of the times an age and trend appears. That's it. If you want to go and do analysis on the pair, open up another chart with another set of dashboards because you can save the template. So just save that template, open up another one. So you're going to have another little tab here, maybe a third tab, and then go do all your analysis based on whatever you're seeing on the one you're not touching on that tab. No dashboard you should fiddle with. If you fiddle with dashboards on NT4, when it's given alerts, it will start popping up multiple alerts, basically. A dashboard is not supposed to be touched, but I've combined a dashboard with an indicator, and that's why it's like that. If not, I would have had to make the dashboard separate from the indicator display part. Do you understand? So I've tried to make it all in one for everyone, is what I'm saying. Boom, boom, boom. Age trend. Yes, clear, coach. Age trend. What's this? Age and trend, bullish, bearish, daily break of structure. Yep, 4-hour turncoat, enter on the 4-hour turncoat appears. Yep, stop loss below, 4-hour turncoat, take profit at last liquidity. Yep, there you go. Literally. The only thing that would change in this setup is when it's a buy or sell. Obviously, if it's a sell, your entry is at the bottom of the box and your stop loss is at the top. If it's a buy, your entry will be at the top of the box, and then your entry will be at the your stop loss will be at the bottom, literally. Just that's all it does. It just changes around. Obviously, if it's a buy or sell, it'll be the opposite directions, how you're looking to take your trade entry. Remind the 5 lines. It's literally just the 4 extra breaks of structure underneath the big, mid, and low trend. There's 4 breaks. There'll be break of structure, retest, change your character, retest. Remember, this video is recorded as well, so you're gonna be able to go for it as well, people. It's right underneath all of that. Yeah, no, boom. Right. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go back to what I'm teaching here. Yeah, people. Thank you very much for sticking around and keeping interested. Yeah. All right, cool. So we're gonna go back to this now. So very, very simple. Very, very simple. So what I've noticed, so people can see this as well, is you tend to get this breakout, yeah, happen after maybe about 30, anything between 0 and 30 days from the age and trend. Like I said, age and trend is never going to start on day one. It's not possible because the market has to move a certain amount. It's not going to do that. Yeah. It's going to give you like the start day will be like 8 days in or something like that. It's not a problem because you're not entering straight away. You still have to wait for the market to move some more to break major structure, which is obviously where the turncoat is. Yeah. That's the major structure. It broke here and then it gave an entry, break, retest. That's it. Simple. Break, retest, continuation. That's all you're trading. Break, retest, continuation. You're not doing anything else, nothing magical. That's all you're doing. Yeah. So now I've noticed it appears within probably about 30 days. That's when you usually see it happen, around about that figure. It might go a bit longer. GBP CHF is one of them that is tending to go longer, but it happens. And when you see ones that are in very long trends, it's basically possibly already done the move. One of them, like some of them are the JPYs when they go back over to the dashboard. So you can see here, like JPYs are in like 69 days. They've already done the sell move. So it's not that, but why is it not changing? It's already done the sell move. And what it's trying to do is use the fundamentals to push itself up. And this is not part of the reason why I was taking these pairs like for buys, but the trend, overall long-term trend, when you look at the market from a bigger scale, when you're looking at it from the daily, weekly, monthly, these pairs are bullish, they're not bearish. So if it's done a sell, remember, you don't need to get 1 million pips on these trades. If it's done this from when it first started and gave you 200 pips, that's fine for AUD JPY. You don't need to get 200 pips, 400 pips, 600 pips from the trade. You understand? Look how many pairs you can trade. Like, you don't have to worry about why am I trading multiple pairs? It's pattern parcel. If it appears and the confluences appear, doesn't matter. Just take the trade setup. Done. All you have to do is get a 1 to 2 RR and you're blessed. You understand? Simple. So now we're gonna go over other pairs. So and we're gonna go over more recent ones, not these long-term ones here. Very simple. Like I said, the trade's already happened on this pair, but I can't show you because the turncoat's not there anymore because price has broken it, gone the other way, broken it again, and all of that. So here, look, if we go over to CAD CHF, these are the recent ones that appeared. Boom, same thing. You had your multiple daily breaks of structure. Asian trend appeared from this low here as it was bullish. Boom, you had it here, stop loss below this level. The turncoat, you can see now it says turncoat, not verified level because it's a turncoat. Price broke through, boom, entry, take profit would have been here, or there's another take profit that's up here that hasn't been hit just yet. But you can see price action created another liquidity here. So it pulled back and it went to go grab this. So altogether, this trade is given about 190 pips in the trade setup. This is why I love strategy too, because when it breaks out, people. So I'm going to do this every single week and every single trade. I'm not telling you that, but when it does do it, you get these, basically, these massive impulsive breakouts. Yeah, cool. That's CAD CHF. You can see how simple it is. All I'm doing is looking at the dashboard. So CFJPY, this is one that looks like it's ready to go right now. Look at it, you see? Asian trend has gone bearish. You can see it's getting weaker. Turncoat. So if this pulls back to this area, this is a free trade setup right here for someone. This is out of the probability trades. Right here is a free trade setup for sell. You enter right there. You got your stop loss just above here. Yep. So your entry is at 163,620. Your stop loss is at 164,380. And your take profit is right down here, the liquidity low. Boom. So this is a possible 150 pip sell trade. We will see if it continues. But this is it right here. You can see daily break of structures from this move. Turncoat, Asian trend is what? Here is bearish 17 days ago. Take the sell. That's how simple it is. Like, so for you, Travis, so you can understand, that is how simple it is. Do not overcomplicate. You should have been in this sell already from Friday and holding, literally. Does that make sense for you, Travis, as well? If you're still here, mate.
Yes, sir, it does.
Literally, that's it. I'm telling you, if you do this 10 times in a row, and you'll see what I'm saying. You see, when you was practicing that 4-hour one before with the 4-hour breaks of structure, don't do that one. Practice this one. Even if you do it on a demo account, mate, do this for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, if you want. You don't have to start trading it from tomorrow. Remember, it's a long-term game. Just do it for a month if you need to. You'll see what I'm saying, like what's happening. Well, I'm not saying everything here for no reason. I've used multiple different variations to confirm that this Asian trend is showing us this setup is about to appear. I have not only just used Nia. I want everybody to understand that. I've used multiple different variations to say, wow, it's showing me this, it's showing me this, and it's showing me this. And Neo's showing me this in one go. Do you understand? So boom. All right, cool. So that's that one there. So that's CFJPY. Let's just keep moving. Keep moving. So here we got Euro Ord. Look, boom. Euro Ord, the same as that thing. Asian trend was bearish 26 days ago. Daily breaks of structures already happened. Turncoat was here, but it's turn verified, obviously. And then there you go. Look at your setup. Your entry would have been, you already knew it was bearish from here. It never went daily bullish again. Still bearish. Broke through this level. Let's see. Boom. It broke through this level. And this one didn't give you an entry when it broke through like this, unless you followed this daily break of structure here, which is very confirmed. Like, if the daily break of structures happened before and it has not turned daily bullish and it does this move as it's doing this sell, enter the trade, because it's not daily bullish. Well, it's daily bearish and it's breaking this. So if you see this breaking through here on the floor, enter the trade. Doesn't matter if this 4-hour candle hasn't closed, enter the trade because it's selling. And look, from this sell here, 169 pips. Then now when it came back to this level again and retested this level, what do we see here? This is why I was in Euro Ord. You can see. So when I was showing you Euro Ord trade on Friday, it was this. It's not, you can see that I'm not lying. It's right there. I was showing you that I've taken it, Neo Strategy 2, Asian trend bearish, boom, retest, trade. Very simple, people. Entry here, stop loss here, Take profit is this liquidity low here, which from there to there is 170 pips. Your stop loss was about 70 pips. So 140 was a 1 to 2, and this gave us a 1 to 2 trade in one day. Done. If it's going any further, it's going to create another turncoat here, break this level, and it could go down to this one here. Another 80 pips going down. Simple. Very, very simple. Let's go to not none of these longer pairs. So this is one. Let me go over to this so people can understand this again. Look, it's the same thing. EuroCAD did do this move. So when EuroCAD did buy, it did it here. There was a turncoat here, and I gave this away to you guys and girls in a Zoom call. This is how bad it is. I gave this to you. I remember it was a Zoom call, and I said, EuroCAD looks like it's a strategy too. It was at this time in July. I said it to you on the Sunday, just like I'm doing now. And then we came in that week, and then look what happened that week. It was the same. If anyone can remember, I said it to you in the Zoom call. Look at it, 340 pips. Asian trend bullish, daily break of structure, 4-hour turncoat, 350 pip move. And now you can see the same things happened here. Broke through here. You've got change of character here. I'm looking at continuations of sells on this as well for signals this week. EuroCAD sell, change of character daily, boom. Pulled back to this level already, just doing that alone, 30 pip trade. You had about 100 pip stop loss. So, oh, sorry, I'm on a daily chart. It's got a daily turncoat. My bad. This is a daily turncoat as well, people. So this is why I'm definitely looking to trade this pair, because this isn't even a 4-hour. This is a daily. So it's telling me that this is a super strong chance. Price action, even if it pulls back into this area, we're going to see a continuation of a sell going back down. On top of that, the Asian trend is bearish as well. So yeah, this is a super strong trade that can happen. Sorry, I just want to go into the chat. John, I need your help. I consider myself a scalper. Okay. Bronson, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff. Somebody's telling you how to make certified money on the 4-hour chart, and you're telling them, I'm a scalper, though. I'm a scalper. Come on, let's make it make sense, people. I'm telling you how to make certified money, and you're telling me, but I'm a scalper. Do you want to make money or do you want to keep scalping? If you want to keep scalping, you can keep scalping, mate. You can do it. I'm not saying you're not going to make money, but you can do it. Thank you. That's what it is. Do this now, scalp later. I'm not telling nobody not to scalp, but if you're not making money, I'm showing you how to make money. Don't tell me you want to only make money that way, is what I'm telling you, basically. It don't make sense. You're kidding yourself. You get it. I'm not telling anyone they can't scalp. I'm like, make money this way first. It's not going to kill you to do this. Open up another account, do this, and scalp away to Kingdom Come on your other account. You understand what I'm saying? But on one account, do this so you can turn around and say, John, I've passed the prop firm account. John, I'm withdrawing money. Then trade as much, scalp as much as you want on the other account. If it blows, it blows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Simple. Let's keep this simple, people. That's all I'm telling you to do. Yeah. Literally. All right, cool. So here we go. We go back to the 4-hour chart, and then we look here on this pair. Look, EuroCAD. Yeah. I'm just trying to make this all simple for you guys and girls. On Saturday, when I went through the finalization of all of this, when I was checking against multiple things, I didn't sleep till like 7 a.m. in the morning. I want you to understand this, people. Was it Friday or Saturday? One of them. I'm telling you, my eyes were like, my eyes were like a drug baron that's just seeing the 100 million pound shipment coming. People, I hope you understand. I'm telling you. So here you can see, look, change of character, daily break of structure, which is the change of character, 4-hour turncoat, boom, price actions pull back to it, same thing. This is EuroCAD right there. And this one, you only had about 37 pip stop loss, money. Yeah. Simple. You can see now why I've told you to go get a prop firm account so you can trade probabilities. You can see why now I've told you to lower your risk. Not every single turncoat is going to hold. Some of them obviously will hit stop loss, but they don't all hit. Look how many probabilities there were. Even in these last 2 to 3 weeks, you would have easily have passed a prop firm in these last 2 to 3 weeks. I kid you not, people, because these trades went to like 1 to 6. You understand? And they did it nicely. It went like over 3 weeks. They literally went 1 to 4, 1 to 5 in 1 week. All right, cool. So we go Euro NZD now. Yeah. So Euro NZD, same thing. Look, remember it was bearish, just turned bearish. Look, daily order block, daily break of structure bearish, daily break of structure bearish. Yeah, boom. It's come down here, gave it. I was in this trade, remember. This has actually become bigger now. I want people to understand that. These zones become bigger because of this. This is another thing people are probably not clocking with Neo. In the Neo settings, yeah, this is why I'm going over Neo this Zoom call. You can see just to help people out. If you go to merge zones, yeah, and you switch that to false, look at what happens now. So here you go, you see? Look at how it was different here now. So what merge zones is doing is merge zones is when there's multiple support levels in one area. What the merge zone will do, you can't see it on this pair though. Here you go, here's an idea. You see, instead of it just showing all three of these, it would just show one big area. This is what Neo basically can do for you. So when you switch off merge zones, then you get to see multiple ones, but it becomes confusing because they're overlapping. So that's why merge is obviously there. Merge will basically bring the zone into one big zone. And this is where my entry was. If you go see in the free chat, I posted my entry. My entry was here on Euro New Zealand, but then I came out of it. So it was even looking like it was going to buy back up for some people. But now look what it did last week. This was a 270 pip sell. Like, can you see what I'm trying to tell you, Bronson? Don't kid yourself. 270 pip sell with a 50 pip stop loss. That was a 1 to 5. Again, this isn't going to happen every single week where you're getting 1 to 5s, but it happens. It's not the first time I've shown you these types of trade setups. You understand? This is what I'm telling people. Like, this is super easy. You had an alert to tell you this is super easy. You had an alert to tell you the Asian trend is bearish. You have an alert to tell you that there's been a daily break of structure if you want it. Yeah. As soon as you've seen even the Asian trend is bearish, yeah, and then you've seen a daily break of structure, just put your pending order here. Like, you don't even have to faff around. Just put your pending order there. There, boom, stop loss here, take profit. Yeah, you can either put your take profit on the liquidity or from here. If this is obviously a 50 pip, this is what a 60 pip stop loss, let's just say. What's 1 to 2? 120 pips. 120 pips is where? Here. It's right here. So 120 pips is 79363. 79363. Boom. Yeah. If we just double click on this horizontal line, 79363, 79363. There you go. That's it. So you've put a stop loss here, entry here for a pending order, take profit there. That's what the sell limit you could have done. Walked away, TP hit within like 3 or 4 days. I'm telling you, all you have to do with this, people, is lower your risk. You don't even have to trade 0.25, trade 0.12. You're still going to make money. So trade 0.15, whatever you want to do, but you don't have to break the bank, is what I'm telling you. Like, this is super easy. The only thing that people are going to mess up on this is because they're going to tell you themselves, I need this Forex money now. But I'm not here to try and make you a million. I'm here to try and make you consistent. And this is how you can become consistent. And I'm being this is transparent at 101. Where can I hide this? I've given signals away like this. I've given free trades away like this. Gold has done this. Gold's buy last week was on a turncoat level. What more do I need to do here to show people that this is how you can make some damn money? I don't know what more people want me to do. You understand? I'm just trying to make you consistent, is what I'm saying. But boom, that was another one there. Look, now let's move on. Euro USD. Here. So Euro USD, no, Euro USD is a no trend right now. GBP ORD. So here's an example of one that can happen. I'm looking to possibly buy Euro JPY, but that's only if Euro JPY breaks this area. This is when I'm looking to buy Euro JPY. If it breaks this area, then I'll be looking to continue to buy this pair back up to these highs. This is one of the signal trades I'll be looking at. Literally, you're seeing exactly how I'm looking at signal. And the reason why I'm looking at that is even though it's bearish, it's because look at the trend. The trend is extremely bullish. This is why I'm trading this way. And this is how I've managed to, at the beginning, have this win rate and this consistency. There's a reason why I've gone against the Neo dashboard, because there's all of the reasons why I've now said I can use multiple things to check things out, basically. I'm doing the same reason as why I'm buying this, not selling this right now. Even though the Asian trend is bearish, I understand. But trust me, I know what I'm doing. Just bear with me in my Dexter laboratory moments. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And I've been giving you signals like this, guys and girls. And obviously you've seen they've been working. There's a reason to what I'm doing. Yeah. But I'm not going to explain that yet because pointless. I'm still checking some things out. But once I do get everything there, like the sniper entry things is one of them, you will get it, people. Just bear with me. That's what I'm asking. Boom, boom, gold, yes, 8% profit. Thank you. No problem, Andrew. 8% profit off of Neo idea. Simple. That was very good, and congratulations on passing your firm as well, mate, on that. Cool. So here, this is what I'm looking for right now. But if the Asian trend is bearish, this is probably going to sell. This might actually sell and break these lows. We'll just see if it breaks this low. Then what do you do, people? Can anybody tell me if it breaks that low and turns a turncoat, what do you do? So I know you're paying attention to me. I'm not just talking. If If it breaks this verified level right here on a 4-hour chart and turns to a turncoat, what are you going to do? Asian trend is bearish, verified level there. What are you going to do? Simple. Like right now, I kid you not, it's that bad. You can set a pending order. This is a perfect one for you right now. I'm going to do that as well, people. I'm not even lying to you. I'm going to, on my account, where I'm only taking these trade setups I'm teaching you today, I'm going to set a pending order exactly like this. And I'm going to give myself a 1 to 2. So whatever 1 to 2 is from here, it's probably about 60 pips. I'm going to put 120. I'm putting a pending order on this trade right now. I'm even giving away signal trades right now in this Zoom call for people. I'm going to put a pending order right on that trade. Take probably next week, we'll wait for the retrace to the level and then take sell trades. That's it. Literally. But I'm putting a pending order on this. I'm not even telling you I'm not. I'm putting a pending order on this trade. I'm just going to lower my risk, put a pending order, and then it's either going to go to this liquidity here, which is 70 pips, but I'm looking to target this liquidity here, which is 400 pips. Now that's a lot of pips. So I would obviously take out my take profit, maybe where this was an old support level, something like here. It's a bit more realistic. 200 pips, I think makes sense. But this, it's a massive weekly wick, this. So at some point it needs to cover this liquidity. There's a huge wick left behind. So they are going to sell it down at some point to cover this massive move here. There, boom. Cool. So EJ is one that's ready to go. This shows you, so you would have had an alert right now, and it would have told you Euro JPY, maybe 11 days, it would have been here. Bearish. There you go. Verified levels here. You'd have been able to put your pending order there, leave that pair. We'll move on to the next. No stress, simple trading, people. Euro New Zealand, we've gone through that one. GBP ORD was another one. Look at this. Boom. Same thing here. Let's zoom out. I need to go here. Switch this back on. Experts, properties. But you can see how it's merging. It's the zones. There's many zones in one area right now. I don't like when it looks like that. It looks a bit messy. So I'm just going to go to true. Well, there you go. And look, see, this was a turncoat. Look, daily breaker structure happened with this candle closure right there. You had a turncoat level. You entered here. Stop loss above this level here, which this is a big one. This was 96 pips. That's cool. You only need to get 200 pips on this trade. Boom. There you go. Next week. And it even gave you another turncoat right here. Like, don't be worried of 100 pip stop losses, people. If your risk is 0.25%, it doesn't matter. As long as your risk is okay, it doesn't matter how big the stop loss is. You're trading to that value. So it doesn't matter. You're still going to lose X amount, basically. You will lose, okay, you lose, let's say you did 0.25% risk. You should, let's say you're trying to make $1,000, let's just say now. If it went all the way back up here, you would lose $250. And if it went down here, you would lose, you would make, what is it, 100, 200. You'd make $500. It's that simple, people. It's no different like that. It's like, that's how it works. You just use a different lot size. So you'd have been using a lower lot size than a bigger lot size because the stop loss is so big. That's what happens. It's literally like that. Simple. Don't be scared of big stop losses. You really shouldn't be scared of them, I'm telling you. And not all of them are going to be that huge. Okay, cool. So is everyone getting the idea of what I'm talking about here? It's literally just like that. I don't want to have to go through all of them, but everyone's getting the idea of what I'm saying. Can I get a yes in the chat? It's that simple. It's that simple, guys and girls. Like, it's no kerfuffle. That's the best way I'm gonna. It's no simple. I mean, there's no kerfuffle. It's that simple. Like, literally. Look, you see, GBP New Zealand, same thing. Carell asked me, I believe it was, or K, shall I say? I want to mispronounce his name. He asked me about this. So GBP New Zealand basically is in a long sell right now. Yes, it's created another turncoat here, but again, you have to be realistic with yourself when this happened. If you've seen, pardon me, price action has done the daily Asian trend bearish or bullish, and you've seen clearly price has done a 400 pip sell. Do not think at some point it's not going to hold one of these verified levels, even if it turns turncoat. Like, it could break this one, then eventually go down and break this one, and then continue to sell. At some point, price action has to pull back, is what I'm trying to tell you. Price action can't just go vertical forever in one direction. It can't do that. So if you've seen price action has done a massive move already, yes, you can be a bit skeptical of that turncoat. That's just kind of common Forex, like an ideal. Do you understand? Like, you can clearly see a turncoat's appeared here, so it has done this move already, which was 400 pips from this area. I was actually in this trade from here and I actually closed it. You know how bugged I am. If I held this trade, I would have made like stupid money on this trade, but I closed it there. This was a 600 pip trade. Are you see what I'm saying, people? 600 pips. You're telling me about scalping 600 tips in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, my chest, man, my chest. Take profit at previous historical buy sell. Yeah. Do you use this? Or I've just given you a set value so you can pass an actual prop firm account. 1 to 2 RR with 60% win rate. As you can see, the win rate was a lot higher than 60% right now as well in this last flurry. Yeah. But I have to be realistic. 1 to 2, 60% win rate. You would pass your prop firm account in about 62 trades. You'd get 10% on an account, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So you understand? So there you go. This is what I've shown you here. So if you do that, then you're fine. You could get 1 to 4s. That's what I said. This was more. A lot of these trades were more. This was 60 pip stop loss and 122.40. That's a 1 to 4. 240, 480. So let's see what it did. So it did almost a 1 to 8. This was like a 1 to 7 trade setup. Like that, if you catch trades like this, that would account for so many trades. And you'll catch trades like this when you're too busy to check the charts and you didn't see it, and then you come back and it's dropped like 400 pips. This was the interest rate news that helped it do this week. But yeah, there you go. That's that one. So I'm just trying to show people it's very, very simple. The idea of strategy 2 is not complicated. I think a lot of people are scared of it because of the higher time frame, but I'm telling you, like, I can't explain how simple this is. Like, why? And I've tried to only make it simple now where you don't even need to watch the trades, like watch the charts for turncoats to appear, in a sense. Like, now you can put buy and sell limits on verified levels, or you can wait for the turncoat to appear if you want to. If not, you can basically, like I said, you're going to get alerts anyway with the age and trend. Don't worry, the collapse button that doesn't work on market close or weekend is fixed already. But when the next update comes, we'll get the patch that sorts that out properly. I've sorted that out. But now you can see, so all you have to do is wait for your alerts for your age and trend. You're also going to get alerts on your break of structures as well, which are daily. And then you can either set a pending order on levels, or you can just wait for the turncoat to appear because you know what trades to pay attention to. Now I'm going to ask a trick question here for someone here. What pairs do you think we are waiting on next in this list for a trade setup to come? What pairs are we waiting on next? Like, in terms of, we've traded everything that's bullish or bearish right now, yeah, at least once right now. What would we be waiting for a new setup to appear? Which pairs? Like, just say, you can say one pair. I just want to see if people are right. I'm trying to give you a trick question. Yep. Yep. Okay, so the people that picked, yeah, the pairs that have no trend, which are the black color in the aging trend box over here, those are the correct people. All the black ones. There you go, Jay. You basically said the right thing there. That was the easiest way to do it. All the black ones. All the ones that are black colored here, yeah, are the ones. Obviously, it would be whatever color you set your dashboard to. Mine is obviously gray, black, and green. Yeah, that's why it's black is no trend. If you use my template and preset, you're gonna have the same dashboard as me and the same chart, everything. And there you go, boom. You can see. So now you know already what you're waiting on. So when AUD USD turns bullish, that's the only thing you can do next. Then you know this next thing to do. So let's go over to AU right now. Boom. Can you see how simple this is, people? So you're just waiting. Look, it looks like it's created even a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The next thing it can do is break this proven level. If it breaks this proven level and the Asian trend turns bullish, and you have a daily break of structure just from this one level here, enter the trade. Do you understand? If you're wrong on this one, it might create another one later, or it might be going for this one to hold and then continue this one at least 2 times ADR up. That's all it is. You can see already. You don't have to think, but how do I know what pairs to trade? You're just waiting for the buy to appear here. You already know this is a major structure level. You can tell it's a proven resistance. If price action breaks here, what else is it going to do apart from possibly continuing to buy? Like, literally. So there you go. It's all in front of you. You don't need to worry about what pairs to trade. You know, because of Neo, you know what pairs to trade. Now everybody that's here that's not a Neo user probably understands why I'm telling people 150 GBP is nothing. because you're not only going to get Neo, you're going to also get what I'm doing for you right now. Spending an hour and 20 minutes making sure I'm trying to educate people on a Sunday how you're going to get this money. I want you all to win. I'm not saying everyone's going to be a multi-millionaire, but if you're making 100,000 a year, $250,000 a year, that's still very good money for people in different places in the world. Do you understand? It's enough to change your life. And it's all I'm trying to do for people. Right? Even if it's 50K you make a year, come on, that's money. If you can do that, as simple as what I'm showing you here, what are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, you can have whatever your full-time job is paying you, paying attention to this. It's very simple, people. It's not hard. And the USD, I've noticed that H4 verified boxes are either red or green or yellow. Yeah, that's literally it, because all we're getting is literally we're just having a verified resistance, a verified support, and then we're having a turncoat that will break in between that. So old verified levels become new turncoats. That's literally it. That's literally it. It's that simple. Like, it's so simple. I kid you not, people. It's so simple. Cool. So that's the ones you work on next. All right, cool. So the black one must be turn color first for the yeah, that's what it is, T. As soon as the black ones turn bullish or bearish, yeah, wait for the turncoat to happen and the daily breaker structure, and you take the trade. So is someone asking a question, or is their mic open? Just so I know.
Yes, it's the man's back.
Yep, go ahead. Michael, you're asking a question, or is your mic just open? Just so I know. Nope. Okay. Your mic. I'll continue. So everything I've said here, is it very clear for people? Is it very, very clear? I haven't missed anything here. I'm hoping I haven't. I'm going to try my best to save this Zoom so I can send it to everyone as well. Obviously, it's recorded, but I'm going to try and save it so it doesn't delete on the server space, is what I'm saying. Yeah. So is this very, very clear for everyone? I haven't done gold just yet. No, I haven't done gold just yet. Right. You can do the same as that thing. It doesn't matter what pair you're looking at. It doesn't matter what pair. Look, SPX 500, just so you can see people. Look, see the same thing here. SPX is going to keep selling more than likely, because look, we've got a change of character here. Boom, it's bearish as well. It's got a new turncoat. SPX can keep selling to this liquidity low down here, so it can keep selling. US 30 is the same. Travis, you asked me about US 30. Look here, boom. It's got a new turncoat. It's got two turncoats that have appeared right now. So more than likely, if it breaks this one, it'll probably go back to retest this one and then sell. If not, it's just going to keep melting down to here, right down there. Yeah, just get my template, and then you can go between my template and your own template. Like, my template's there as well for everyone to use. I know you asked me that question, Travis. That's what I was saying. That gold, it had one here, but it's changed now. So it did have one here. There was a turncoat I showed everyone at the time in the free group, and this was the buy trade we caught off of that turncoat. It was like 130 pips there. Yeah. So gold was still waiting. Cool. There's just one or two other things I'm going to go over in here quickly, and then go back to here. But everything I've said in here is very clear. Okay. I think NAS 100 has got one. I haven't checked again. I think it has 4 hour. No, there's no turncoat here. There was one on NAS here, but I think it broke it. So sometimes you'll see they do that with turncoats. This is why I don't use a stop loss. I just lower my risk and don't use a stop loss. They can break the turncoat and then still do the move, and that's exactly what they did with NAS. Turncoat is not like the be all and end all. They can break that level by 5 or 10 pips and then do the move. Remember, it's just an idea of an area that price should hold, but it gives you a good amount of probabilities of it working, is what I'm saying. So literally it can happen. I forgot how to load the template. I've got instructions. I'll send them all to you, mate. It's no problem. Just message me after. Yeah. So again, very, very clear for everyone. Gold, we're still in buyers on gold. I'll go over gold on trading view after. Just bear with me, please, Paula, if you're still here. All right, cool. So everyone's clear and understanding of what I've just said there, yeah? I just want to make sure again. Cool. All right, cool. Now, Just let me know. I'll send it to you after. It's this template I'm using on my chart right now. This template I'm using on my chart right now, I have it as a preset for everyone to be able to use. There's everything that I've got here. The only thing you might have to switch on is the break of structures in the settings. But if you've got it, yeah, there you go. You just got to switch on the break of structures to daily. So someone's mic is open.
On our YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, mic's closed now. All right, cool. So the next thing is now this idea of trading is now helping me see more about the other strategies. So now when we're going over to strategy 2, this is what I'm going to show you. This is where you're going to laugh now. Yeah. Yeah, actually, not strategy 2, strategy 3. So you're really gonna laugh now, people. Yeah, I've written down all the pairs. Just give me a second. This is why I'm like, boy, this is why I did that hyena laugh in the thingy. Hold on. Yesterday. Where are we? Notes. All right, cool. So look at this. AEDJPY. This is a part of continuation. So AEDJPY, not AED New Zealand. AEDJPY. Look. So here is the power of the turncoats. This was a daily turncoat here. Look, daily turncoat. This is a verified level, but it was a daily turncoat before. Price action broke through it. When it broke through this level, this was a 400 pip buy. Look how it came back to this level again and still bought from this level another 200 pips. But that's AEDJPY. Then we go over to ADUSD. So this is what Neo Strategy 3 is going to be, by the way. This is swing trading. I'm still making the confluences probably to get us a bit of a better entry, but I just want you to understand the power of the turncoats. Look here. There was a turncoat here, and then look, price action sold 500 pips. This is what swing trading is, people. So this is Neo Strategy 3, but now we're using it on the daily time frame. Yeah, cool. So remember, so you'd probably be waiting for something here, like Asian trend bearish, or maybe I have to put another modifier in there, so like another confluence to make sure that Asian trend is sticking. And just bear with me, people, but you can see the power of it right now. So we go here, CAD JPY. Look here, boom, CAD JPY. Look at this buy, 1,700 pips on that buy. CAD JPY here again. On a daily turncoat, 700 or even more, 800 pip buy. You see? So this is from the daily perspective. Now you can see why I had the hyena laugh here. Look, CFJPY. Well, trust me, I'm telling you, I'm like telling people I don't know why. There's no need to sweat. Like you're going to make money. Now look at this. CFJPY. This is a turncoat here. This was a 1,800 pip trade on a swing trade from a daily turncoat. You can see why I'm saying turncoat. Boom, boom, boom. I've done CAD JPY. EuroCAD right now. Look here, boom, bought up. This was a 1,300 pip buy on EuroCAD like this. And what do we have over here? Which is great. This is why I'm looking for sell continuations. We have a daily bearish turncoat basically ready for sell continuations. So I'm looking at sell continuations on EuroCAD right now. Yeah. Euro GBP. Look at this. Yeah, as well. So look here, boom. This was a turncoat before. Price action sold down. When it got down to around here, this was about 163 pips. So Euro JPY, Euro GBP doesn't really do too much. So when the turncoat retest, it changes to. Don't worry if it turns to a support or resistance. Don't overcomplicate it. Just if it's a turncoat, it's a turncoat. As long as it's broken in said direction. Obviously, if it broke a resistance, it becomes a new support. If it broke a support, it becomes a new resistance. Don't worry about the writing on the other side of it. That'll just confuse it for you. It's the same idea. Over time, each time on the 4-hour chart, it will basically change, eventually becoming verified. Obviously, if it stays above or below it. So don't worry about that too much. The main thing it's showing you is that price action's broken major structure. That's what's fantastic. Euro JPY right here. So look, Euro JPY, boom. So we had, look at this one. This is stupid. We had a break here on the turncoat on the daily, 500 pip buy. We had another turncoat here. This was a 700 pip buy. If you did hold it from here to here, I know nobody's going to really hold trades like this, but some people might. Some people might just have an account that, you know, they're making decent money from work or whatever. They put 10K in an account and they're willing to just hold swing trades. Some people could. This is a 1,300 trade. Neo gives you the probability of being able to do this all the way from there to there, you know? So you would have been holding that pair still from there. Euro JPY, GBP, JPY. Look, this is why all of these pairs were doing this mad move, because Neo was showing you a major structure was getting broken. So here was a turncoat right here. This was already a 300 pip buy. And then there was another turncoat here. Boom. This was a, right from here to here. This was a 1,500 pip buy. There was another turncoat from here to here. This was a 1,000 pip buy. So you can see all it was doing, GJ, when it was doing that stupid buy, it was breaking strong, super strong levels of resistance. And Neo showed you from a daily perspective. So every single time price broke up and came back to where that turncoat was on a daily, buy again, buy again. Do you get it? This is what it's showing you. So now we can see pairs are extremely high. So expecting for them to break. So this is the 4 hour, not daily, my bad. Here we go. Here's where. So you can see here, boom, right here. This is the daily right there. So it's almost a 2,000 pip buy it did from that turncoat. And if you missed that one, there was another one here for 1,300 pips. Yeah, but there's a lot of time. Yep. You want a turncoat? Okay. Yeah. Yep. It does make it easier. It's only going to get easier, people. That's all I'm doing. That's why I'm telling people to become beta testers and all this type of stuff. I'm like, you got to understand. There's only so much I can do as one person. I don't like. There's only so much I can do. If I'm asking for a certain thing every like maybe 2 months, I'm like, all you've got to worry about, people, is just go to work or whatever hustle you do an extra shift if you have to. Say this, let me put this down so I can make sure I'm guaranteeing an extra bit of Neo can get fixed next month or the month after. Just do that. All of the hours and chart time, I'm doing that for you, people. Don't worry, I've got you. I've got you. Like, we're all a team, and I'm trying to make us all eat. The only way I could do it is we work as a team, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I've got this. Hold on a second. GBP CAD. Here. GBP CAD. All right, cool. Here we go. Look, daily turncoat. So you can see Neo Strategy 3 starting to form. So you get the idea of it, basically. This is Neo Strategy 3. And this also happened on indexes as well. Those indexes that did the same thing from a daily point of view. So everyone's getting the idea of it, literally, you know? That is it. So again, I'm just going to leave it there for everybody in terms of Neo. If you want to get into Neo, 150 GBP lifetime access, you get VIP Zoom calls. You're going to get signals from the trades I personally take as well, based on strategy 2 is what I'm doing. Like I've said, I've got more knowledge on top of this. So I'm able to take trades that might not have the Asian trend, but I am going to have an account specifically where I just trade that. So some of them will be in that Asian trend, some of them won't when I give you signals, but there's a reason why I'm taking these trades, and I need to collect my data to make sure that reason is strong enough. Right now, my win rate's been strong enough, so I'm not going to only take the Asian trend ones for the signals, is what I'm trying to tell you, because I have to be specific to give 200 odd people signals. I can't give you signals that, you know, I haven't made sure I'm making money from, basically, long story short. All right, cool. So that is that. If you do want to get into Neo, just message me in Telegram or Discord, and you'll be able to get yourself into this thing, man. Don't waste time. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get easier. And the last but not least, it is coded as an expert advisor. So that strategy I've just told you there, eventually I can easily make it an expert advisor where it will auto trade everything for you. But again, notice how I needed to make sure coding was set up for me to be able to create the expert. I'm not saying I'm going to make the expert next week, but it can go there eventually. Yeah. Cool. That part, no, can you send me the recording? Yeah, just message me and I'll send you the recordings, no problem. You got to message me, because if not, I won't remember everyone. All right, cool. So that is everything to do on Neo. Thank you very much for everybody listening to Neo, the Zoom call today. Let me just go over to here and then go back over to here. And then okay, anybody got any questions for this? I just want to go off the gold. So when it comes to gold right now, we are currently looking at buys on gold still. I don't really like the way structures formed here. It was a very awkward trade. You just kind of had to get in. It will happen sometimes, as trading. It did bounce off of a daily demand rather than going to our 4 hour level. So I'm going to be putting daily demands on top of our 4-hour demands as well. If it's not too messy or if it looks appropriate, I'll do them. This was a daily demand retest, so it didn't stop in the middle of nowhere. Just so people know, this was a daily demand. That's why it stopped here. Right now in the daily chart, we have some huge wicks over here. So, and there is Fed power speaking this week as well. So, I believe whatever is either speaking or testifying, one of them. So, if whatever he says is in our favor, then price action should go and cover at least this liquidity wick up here. But I'm expecting them to go for both of these and then close price higher. I don't really see them leaving these liquidities here because there's two. They could have left if it was just one, but the fact there's two, there's a strong chance they're going to push back up to cover at least one of these wicks. And obviously this is the lowest one, so there's a strong chance they should go back up to these highs. Right now, for you to get a re-entry on gold, you'd be waiting for price action to break through this high here, which is at 1929, with a bullish break of structure. When it breaks through that level, we want price to pull back to the demand and then come back off for the buy trade, literally. So hopefully that makes sense to you. That is literally what we're waiting on for gold. I'm already in this buy from down here anyway. Where was it? Friday. Yeah, from here. So I'm in this buy from this candle here. I've been holding my buy trade. I just added another position, a very small one. I've got my bigger orders that were down here, but right now it looks like price action is holding, but we need it to form more structure, and it's not forming fantastic structure at the moment, you know? So we want it to form more structure, boom, break through, pull back, something like this. We want it to form more structure, literally. So that's what we're waiting for right now on gold. For it to show us it's going to continue this bullish structure. So right now it looks like it's creating a higher low here. And if it breaks this level, this higher low should hold. We should get a pullback and a continuation of this buy trade going towards the upside based on a 4-hour idea, basically. That's what we're looking for on gold. Has anybody got anything else they want me to check? Any other pairs? Because I'm only going to give out gold here, and then any of the signal pairs. I've already gone over them with Neo, basically. I'm looking for sells on Euro CAD. I'm looking for sells on GBP CAD as well, continuations, but they'll be in the signal area if they do appear. I'm looking for Euro CAD, GBP CAD. It's those two. There was a third one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, buy on Euro GBP, Euro JPY, sorry, if it goes higher, literally. That's what we're looking at. But Euro CAD and GBP CAD is what I'm really interested in right now. That's the two. Any other pairs people want me to check before I come off of here? Because I don't want the Zoom to be too long. I'm just giving people a chance. Any other pairs? Let me know, people. EJ, I've already gone over that. If it goes up, I'm looking to buy. It's already there. I've already explained that. There's already a 4-hour turncoat there. So if it goes up, I'm looking to buy. But Neo's telling us that we should start looking for sells. So if EJ breaks these lows here, you're looking for sells. If it goes above these highs here, you're looking for buyers, literally. So right now it's bounced off the daily demand. I've already drawn this up from last week. You can see how price respects these areas. No nonsense, people. Drew this all up from last week. Price action came back to this area and gave you at least a 119 pip buy. So right now, if it breaks this high here and closes daily bullish, we're looking at continuations of possible buys. EJ is very high though. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It's very, very high. But the JPY seem like they're buying. So if it does break this level and close daily bullish, we could be seeing a continuation to at least this high here. It's about 120 pip trade for a buy signal trade. That's what we'll be looking at. If not, it will now be breaking these lows and selling lower down to any liquidity levels lower. No problem. No problem, Nyla. UJ. UJ is the typical thing. We're looking at sells coming up on this. But I prefer not to try and sell against a massive trend like this myself at all. I would be waiting for major structure to break. So let's go to a daily chart. Wait for it to load. Like, it's so bullish right now, you might as well just wait, because the problem people have is that they want to catch a massive sell from here, and it's not necessary. This is what I told people in the last Zoom. I said, for everybody that's an ulenier, that means very greedy in Yoruba, yeah, in Nigeria, like, you will try and catch this sell, and it says pointless. Like, let me just remove all of these. You might as well wait for it to form structure, and structure means that when it breaks these low, so look, it's gone up, it's gone down, right, it's gone down, it's gone up. And this is where it went daily bearish. I said I wouldn't wait until I would wait for this to go weekly bearish before even dreaming of selling UJ, because this is crazy right now. Look, boom, it's gone up again. It's gone down. It's gone up. It's gone down again. So even though it created a daily break of structure here, it just broke it. So I do that to myself. So I'm like, unless this breaks major structures, so me, I wouldn't trade a pair like this at all, even dream of it. And this is just crazy. So this is what I'm saying. The JPYs that they're buying. So this is why I said I might buy EJ. The trend might reset on Neo. Because look, boom. So unless it breaks this low here, which is at 144,459, I wouldn't even dream of selling UJ. I want it to break this low down here. Or unless the structure seems so significantly bearish that it's forming, like maybe it starts going down, Neo comes up, they're selling, breaks a turncoat, something like that would let me get in at this area. But until it breaks this level, just on naked price action, I'm not even dreaming about selling this pair. I want it to break this level here. This is the last weekly low. Breaks there, then catch the retest and sell it. Other than that, I wouldn't, because yeah, it looks like this wants to go to the all-time high. So it's an all-time high here. It's madness. Absolute madness. So yeah, I wouldn't bother to sell it. You're waiting for a daily break of structure minimum, but I'm saying that it's better to wait for the weekly break of structure. I get it. It's a whole lot of pips. It's a whole lot of waiting, but hey, it's up to you. It's your money. You want to try and catch that trade? It's up to you. But me, I'd wait for it to break this level, and then I'd catch the retest and sell back down. All right, cool. Anybody else? Any other pairs? Gotta lock this off. I gotta go make dinner. Well, finish off making dinner. So any other pairs, people? Anything else? And said DCHF. You're looking at buy continuations based on Neo on that right now. Daily. No problem at all. I appreciate you all for coming here today and all waiting through this Zoom. I know it might have been a bit long for some people, but this is how it is. My Zoom calls. NAS was possible sell continuations. I'll go over it, no problem. Don't know why my MT4 is my MT4. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it hit my take profit levels. So you see, I gave these out in last week's Zoom. This is why I tell people pay attention to the daily break of structure. Like, don't waste your time. Look, daily break of structure, but pull back. Look at the pullback. This was pattern parcel. So you might have lost 3 trades in between here with low risk. Yeah, but then when this one came off, this was like a, let's work out the RR in this trade. Long. So this was a, there you go. A 1 to 4.8 R trade, literally just based on a simple daily break of structure, pullback to the demand, continuation of a buy. Like, and when Forex can be this simple, why overcomplicate it? Is why I tell people. People will be like, what sessions do you get in on? I'm like, I ain't got time for none of that. Once I figured out this, I'm like, I ain't got time for none of that no more. Why am I kidding myself? Look how simple that is. Like, you can read the chart action, price action, sorry, on this. So simple. This is a daily chart, people. Daily break of structure happened at the low, pulled back to the demand based on the significant low candle. Boom, there you go. Like, it does this. It does this. I'm not just saying this to sell you something. It does this, people. It does it. Like, this is what it does. Look, boom, there you go. Off. And you had your entry on Neo with this trade with the Asian trend in your favor and the daily break of structure. And the turncoat entry was like somewhere around here. Actually, no, it's up here, the turncoat entry. So this one went off. The turncoat came later. It didn't give you the turncoat down here, unfortunately. But hey, that happens sometimes. But if you, this is why I teach you price action as well. Like, I teach you simple, and just for everyone figuring, like, trying to say, oh, what are you talking about? Look, it went low, it went high, it went low again, it went high here, it broke. Did it break it? Yeah, it broke this high here, but we'll check it. It went low again, it went high, it went low, went high, went low, and it went high, and then it went low, and then it went high, and then it went low here. Basically went low like this and went high there, boom. So it broke daily structure here, right here with this candle, meaning there was a demand level here, boom, based on this low candle here. And that's the same low candle that got respected once. twice, and then there you go. Like, this is literally what's it called, baby pips. Like, it's not on baby pips, but it's, well, it might be, but it's baby pips traded. Like, it's so simple. This is why I cannot be bothered to go to a lower time frame and start trying to see 50 versions of this when I can just see this very simple one touch, two touch. Boom. Like, it's only a 30, well, it's only a 40 something pip stop loss, 42 pip stop loss. Like, come on, we can't cry over that. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's NZDCHF. That's why the stop loss is so small. But you get my point. Like, come on, people. So there. So, and then that's 100. You said, yeah. NAS 100. They were very clever with NAS 100. So they created daily supplies, but they never pulled back to them. Never pulled back to any of them. Never right now. So NAS 100 is obviously continuing to sell. Pardon me. It hit its target low down here, though. You've got another target low here. And then you've got another target low here as well. Down here. Boom. So that's if it wants to keep continuing to sell. You're waiting for your new daily supply levels, unless it buys all the way back up here, which I don't think it wants to. But hey, Fed Power might speak, and then you never know what it might do. But there's another supply here. There's another supply right there. And now you're basically waiting. If you're basing it on this idea of trading, you're waiting for it to do something like this. Smash down, pull back, and there you go, and go back down. So you'd want it to create a new daily supply here, but might not create a daily one. It might create a 4-hour one, but you'd want it to do something like that, basically. You want it to create a new daily supply like this, and then melt back down. NAS tends to do, well, indices tend to do this. They actually love to do this, indices. They love to go, like when it does this candle here, it will wick and then it will pull all the way back. That's what they do. So it will wick up and then pull back, but it will hold this level. As long as the body of the candle on whatever time frame you're looking at doesn't break the supply or demand, it will continue. Sorry, the supply demand is still valid, but they can wick through it. They could wick all the way up here if they wanted to, and then wick all the way back down, and it would still be valid. So they tend to do that to get you out of the trade, obviously. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. So yeah. Experienced that many times. No problem, people. Yeah, that wick is evil. They'll do it. On indices, they'll do it. I've seen them do it. They will do it on indices, boy. You have to be careful. Yeah, no problem. So that's it, people. I'm gonna leave it here so it's not too long. So like I said, this will be a training like video for people. This is how I make certain like course material. It'll be like that, and then I'll save it, and then that will be one. Do you understand? And it will be valid for maybe 6 months to a year. And then after that, then now it probably won't be valid because maybe I've added something, or there's been a indicator update on Neo or something that makes it easier, what I've said, something like that. So yeah. But yeah, people, no problem. Have a good one. Get some rest. Thank you for attending. I need to go and sort out food for the fam. Yeah, have a good one. And I'll catch you when the market's moving, and I'll drop some trade ideas of what I'm looking at for signals. All right, cool. Peace, people. Message me if you want to get into VIP. Just remember that. Peace.